Okay guys, I guess this is the first official video shot inside of Big Al's World Headquarters. Well, for what it is right now, headquarters. I've been kind of sickly the last 2 days and have not been out here at all. So, feeling much better now, if I can keep my neighbor's dogs quiet. HCDigital had asked me about how I clean my pool. He just bought a house with a pool. And I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of that. The beauty is in the wintertime, it's very simple. Mainly just keeping the leaves out is the big nightmare. Besides that, the chemicals, you don't have to use a lot because there's hardly any algae during the winter. It keeps the cold water, keeps it, at bay, but you still got to watch it if it gets out of hand at all. So as soon as you see it turning green, kind of like mine, it's time to put some chemicals in there. And I do bare minimal chemicals. It doesn't take a whole lot, and mine usually stays crystal clear year round. So I'll give you a brief rundown how that works before I start on the headquarters. Hope to get it totally boxed in today. I don't think that'll be an issue. Here's what I mean by leaves. I had it cleaned the other day, and in 2 days this is what I've got. And that all depends on where you live. If you don't have any trees around you, you're in good shape. But you can see the green starting to form on the side of the pool. Once it gets to that point, you don't want to wait any longer to get our chemicals in. Got the pool shut down, and let me get these leaves out of here. For my pool, this is an acceptable amount of leaves left in it. Because I'm fixing to drag the Polaris out and get it cleaned out, and it'll pick up all the rest. If you don't have a Polaris, keep on scooping.
Keep on doing it right.
But this thing will work pretty good. I'll show it to you in a second. As you can see, it's absolutely full.
I'm stuffed. I'm absolutely full. Like
Leaves. All right, let's go empty it. Oh, Velcro. Big leaves get stuck up in here. Horseman's best friend follows you everywhere. All right, Polaris is ready to go. Just throw it back in. You got one last thing to clean. One thing I'll warn you about, not so bad in the winter, but in the summer, when it gets like this, beware of snakes.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Always use a pole to get my basket out of there. It's full of leaves like this. But not so much at this house. but at my other house I had a pool, and it was very common to find a snake coiled up in there. So be careful when you open that basket. Or even more terrifying, you find a frog. And I know, you think frog, but let one of them jump out of these leaves after you. It'll scare you nearly to death. If you wonder what those white things are in there, that's the leftover of my tablets. These have been in about probably 2 weeks. So I'll show you what I do on that. Now for the scary part. That's why I know to get the leaves out, is just reach your hand down in there and grab them. I'll show you. Prepare yourself for giant spiders. Frogs. During the summertime. Not nearly as bad during the winter. And snakes are a real problem in this.
Oh, it's like an anaconda, dude! It is an anaconda. Oh my god.
Watch your dog with the tablets. She will try to eat them. But luckily they taste nasty, so. Alright. Let's go turn the pool back on. Excuse the mess.
That boy is a P.I.G. pig.
This is the leftover from Big Al's World headquarters. I got lucky and the neighbor wanted that big pile of wood out there and he took it all. He's got a big burn pile next door. He likes to burn stuff. Yeah, you have one pump for the pool and one for Polaris. And I'll show you how easy my chemicals are. It's pretty dark in here and I've got the power turned off. But here are the chlorine tablets. You can get about 80 of them at Lowe's. $70. Let me get to the better light and I'll show you the Shock-It. And this is the Shock-It Plus I get at Walmart or Lowe's. I put one of these in the wintertime about every 2 weeks. And about 2 tablets every 2 weeks. And they keep it spotless. Hang on, let me cut this. I found it works better just to put the tablet straight in the strainer. And then I just go around the edge. And I just pour this straight in the pool. I find you don't want to do this unless you have a Polaris running. It keeps it stirred up. And I don't have any real issues with it. You'll see down in here where I burnt the bottom of the pool. But this liner's on about its 11th year. So it's about due for a new one. But I generally have no real issues with it. So, but you know, if you want to really be safe, mix this in, you know, a gallon of water, dilute it down some. I think you do better, but I just pour it straight in and it's been working fine for me for years. One thing to remember, find you a good place online to buy your pool parts for like your Polaris and your pool pump. I mean, there's one ring, it's just an O-ring on our big pump out here. It's $28 at the pool place, and when we go to online, we get 3 for I think about $4. So it's that big of savings. And the parts for this Polaris, a bolt's like $6 at the pool stop, and you can get 10 for $1, you know, online. So we buy all of our parts online. Don't make the amateur mistake of running your Polaris 24 hours a day. When I first got my pool for the first month, I run it 24 hours a day. I just let it run and clean the pool at all times. And then I got my first power bill, and it was about $200 higher than normal. No! So don't run your Polaris all the time. It just I just run it when there's leaves in the bottom, you know, or if it's getting a little cloudy or something, I'll let it run for an hour or two. And my dog loves it. Gives her something to do out here. Seems like it squirts her no matter where it goes. Now it's running like it's supposed to. It's amazing. It'll crawl the walls and it'll scrub this whole pool. It takes it several hours to do it. But when you got this many leaves in here, come out and check it every hour or so and dump the leaves, because it's going to fill up pretty quick if you got big leaves like I got. It's kind of fun to watch it run. It's a lifesaver. My old pool didn't have one. I had to vacuum it every day, and that got old. But as long as you stay on it, it works good. All right, let's get to work.